Betway sponsors Froch versus Groves 2 on Sky Sports.
This is James Holder for IFL TV. We're at the post-fight press conference today for Carl Froch v Groves 2. Just bumped into John Dennen from Boxing News. How are we doing, John?
Pretty good, pretty good. What a night, what a night.
Indeed. Give me your take on what we just witnessed.
Well, it was quite a cagey fight until that conclusive finish, but then with one punch, Froch sort of answered all the questions that had been floating around before the fight and just settled it. We haven't seen him win with a one-punch knockout for a while, because obviously he stopped Bute, that was more sort of clubbing him down over a few rounds, and this with just one single blow right to the point of the chin. And to be fair to Groves, he was down, he looked out, as soon as he sort of came to or got himself together, he was struggling back up.
Indeed.
What a heart.
How did you score it before the 8th round? How did you have it? And what kind of score were we looking at?
I thought it was really close. So I had Groves sort of round ahead going into the 8th, but some of those opening rounds definitely could have gone to either. So I had them level off to 6. It was a really close fight. I think they both, because of the first one, they both knew they could hurt each other. They were both thinking they were both being careful. So when Carl sort of opened up on him, he didn't get too carried away. Froch landed some, Groves landed some big ones too, big shots too. But didn't go all out in the early rounds. So I was thinking, maybe Groves is preserving himself, preserving his energy to finish strong. Carl wasn't going to make any mistakes, and then he took his chance, sort of magnificently setting up that thunderbolt right with his left. It wasn't as thrilling as the first fight, but it was a spectacular event and a spectacular finish as well.
Do you think it had a kind of the rematch feel to it? Both fights a little bit more weary, tactics more probably come into play than the first one?
Yeah, I think they both sort of learned from the first one and they both made the adjustments. So yeah, it did have that sort of, I wouldn't call it an anti-climax because it was so
anticlimactic. That's
yeah,
the word of the week.
Yeah, I mean maybe because you tell when they let their punches go, the crowd roared and they booed a bit because they wanted more. But both fights kept their composure, weren't swayed by anything. So yeah, what can you say? You're sort of struggling for words. Unfortunately, I've got a massive report to write about it.
You've got 1,000 words to write, yeah. Do you think DeGale Froch will happen? Potentially Froch didn't seem like he wanted that fight after the fight, maybe more options for him?
Yeah, I mean, Froch is his own man, isn't he? And makes his own decisions, and he's sort of at the top now, so he can choose what he wants to do. I'd like to see the DeGale fight.
You would?
Yeah, I think I'd like these massive British fights, but what was I saying?
Sorry, we're blinded by someone in the background there. Coogan interrupted us. DeGale, massive fight.
Yeah, it's a massive fight that I'd like to see, but Froch talks about, he wants to fight in Vegas, he's spoken about it before, he spoke about it immediately afterwards. So we'll see. It would be nice though to try and make Froch DeGale into a massive event so we could do something. It'd be hard to do something as big as this, but it'd be nice to do something that got close to it.
Indeed. Do you think Brandon Gonzalez the referee was right to wave that off?
Yeah. I thought
Virgil Hunter seemed a bit peeved by it.
But he went down pretty hard, and I just thought, I thought DeGale sort of had him there. So DeGale was pretty impressive. Like James said in the press conference afterwards, he did what he needed to do. He got an early win, performed in style. So yeah.
Well, we're just going to get the press conference started now, I believe, so it'll be interesting to see what both men have got to say. John Dennen, sir, thank you for giving a bit of your time, I do appreciate it, and we'll catch you again real soon.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Betway sponsors Froch versus Groves 2 on Sky Sports.